Katie, a big matchup against Portland on Tuesday night. How is your team preparing, and what are your thoughts on the big match?
Team's preparing really well. I think, vibes were high today. I think the kids are excited to get back into BC Place and get a chance to train again ahead of this match. Second one we've played here, third one as a program, but second one that we've played here in this tournament. So, really looking forward to it. Another great team coming in after having San Diego a couple weeks ago, and, the ability to train and prepare over the last couple weeks and then get into, this game. We're excited, we're ready, and we're moving forward.
What can you take from that game against San Diego where your team defended brilliantly and kept the team in the game? What can you take from that going into tomorrow night?
Biggest things from the last game, I think, is building off of the confidence that we started to build through that game. I think each game we've learned different things, and each game we've gotten better playing at this level. So, I think for us, taking away all of the defensive actions and really brilliant defending, strong defending that we had last game, and seeing if now we can tie in a little bit more of the in-possession stuff and bring a full game together and be able to go 90 minutes and to, maybe be a little bit more exciting on the ball as we were off the ball.
Kaylee, what does it mean to you and your teammates to play against an icon like Christine Sinclair in probably one of her final matches of her career?
I mean, this is kind of like a dream come true experience. Growing up, you never thought, maybe I'd play alongside her one day, but playing against her, it's totally something else. And we're all super excited about it. And it also being her last game in Vancouver, that's crazy. And just the home crowd that we're going to have, and it's just going to be a really good game.
Building off of that, maybe Katie, can you start and comment on, from your perspective, what Christine Sinclair has done for women's soccer in Canada, and if you've maybe got a memory to share?
Yeah, absolutely. The impact that Christine has had on Canada soccer and women in this country, not just in the soccer community, but I think in the sports community. She's been an icon on and off the pitch. Her ability to set records and to still be the humble person that she is. I think she's a great role model and great icon for a lot of these players that are coming through. From a personal perspective, I think a lot of people talk about the Under-19 World Cup that was played in Canada. I got to go with my team to the Edmonton game, or one of the games in Edmonton, my little U12 or U13 or however old I was at that point. We drove up together, and I think that was a moment for me where everything became a little bit more real. I grew up playing on a boys team and then had recently switched to a girls team at the time. And, the opportunity to go up with my girlfriends that I play soccer with and to be able to watch some incredible, not just Christine Sinclair, but some incredible icons that have gone through this sport and started to build the pathway for us in that moment. I think it inspired me, to want to wear the badge someday. And it didn't work out for me as a player, and I think as a coach, being able to now coach against those types of players at that caliber, it's an incredible opportunity and honor.
How do you prepare your team to play against someone that maybe they've been looking up to for maybe their entire lives?
Yeah, I think it's a lot about staying consistent with what we've been talking about through the tournament. Just because it's a Christine Sinclair or a Jessie Fleming or, in the last game, a Naomi Girma, or some of the ones that they do look up to, watch on TV and idolize in the international games, it's sticking to what we do and sticking to our processes, and nothing really changes outside of the fact that, that's a top player and a top pro in the world. So, obviously the respect is there, but I think nothing should change in terms of the mindset on how we approach the game. And, we just have to do the things that we do and stick to our preparation and trust our gut and still believe that we can compete. And, I think it's more about focusing on us than it is about focusing on them.
Mm-hmm. And Kaylee, do you have a Sinclair memory that you want to share?
I remember coming to BC Place after they won Tokyo 2020 for our first game back on home soil after winning the Olympics. And I just remember watching them out on the field and me just thinking I want to be down there someday. Watching these players grow up, it's really just made me fall in love with the game. And I just totally idolize them, and now getting to play against her, it's a dream come true, like I said.
Katie, we talked to Christine a while ago about Rise, but we also talked about the game in hand, and she said how excited she was for the game, obviously for the occasion, but that she wasn't going to take it easy on you. How exciting is that challenge, knowing that, the greatest of all time is coming in, and she's not going to hold anything back?
I think it's an amazing sign of respect. Like the fact that, she's coming in, she knows she's playing academy players that are coming through the system that are the next up and comers, but don't necessarily have the experience that's, she's had through her career and her teammates at Portland have had. And I think just the fact that they're coming in and not taking us lightly, I think that's an important piece that, they respect what we've done and they respect the process that we've gone through this tournament. And, they've got some big things at stake in this game, depending on what happens with Club America and San Diego as well. It's a 3-team fight. So I think, it's really important to us that we get that full experience. And, we saw it against Club America. They started all of their starters in that game against us. They played them for about 60 minutes, even after having scored quite a few goals. San Diego, we saw more of their bench, but still, second half, we started to see some of their starters come in. So I think just the respect that we've been shown as an amateur and predominantly youth team in this tournament has been incredible.
And talking about the experience, obviously it's coming to a close, which I'm sure will bring emotions, but with the game still tomorrow, can you kind of reflect on the whole experience as a whole for yourself and your personal journey as a coach and being able to oversee it for the girls?
Yeah, honestly, it's hard to put into words all of the things that this tournament has brought into our world, I think, as a program, for us as a staff, the amount of learnings and growth. And it was kind of we had to grow every game and learn from every game. A lot of us, this is our first time in this type of environment. So I think the opportunity to do so and now the success that we've had, I've taken away that, we are ready. We're good enough to be there. We're good enough to compete. These players are ready for a pro pathway. And I think looking back through this tournament, I think it's started to open the eyes to not just Canada, but the world that, we do have a lot of young players that don't necessarily get the looks that they should get because we don't have a pathway yet. We will next year with the Vancouver Rise and the other teams that are coming out in Canada. But, this opportunity, I think it's just been eye-opening to say there's more players that are ready. And if we have a pathway for them, we can start to compete even higher on the world stage and even higher in the pro game and even higher on the international stage. So I think it's so important that, we've taken these learnings as a program. It's been an incredible opportunity for us to have meaningful games against incredible players. But I think just in general, like the fact that we were able to do it as a group and we were able to do it together and experience this journey as a team, it's something that we'll never forget. And I think, as we say goodbye after this to a lot of players that, will move on to pro contracts or move on to university over the next year, I think this is one that we can always come back to as a group. Mm-hmm. And I think we'll always have that bond of this first experience in the CONCACAF W Champions Cup.
And then, Kaylee, after the San Diego Wave game, we talked to Morgan, and we talked about the experience of playing with younger girls, and she said that one of the best things that she learns from the younger girls in the team is that you guys aren't daunted by who you face. You just play football, you love the game. It doesn't matter who's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Christine Sinclair or if it's a League One BC player, you play the same. How has it been for you, just pretty much going out there, just playing the game that you love and not caring about who really is in front of you?
I like to really put trust in my team, like going against big NWSL giants like San Diego and Portland. Like it's a hard match. And so we put a lot of trust and belief in each other, and then just the mindset to go in because we have nothing to lose. We're a team of young girls. We all have grown up playing the game, watching these players, and we just want to go out there and show them who we are and what we can do together as a team. And yeah, we just want to make our city proud.
Okay, we'll go online. Michael McCall.
Hey Katie, hey Kaylee. Just got a couple of questions really for Kaylee. You came into this team last summer, you made the move from Calgary, and right away you fitted in, you were scoring goals for fun last season, continued it this season. How did that come about? Did you have any qualms at all about moving from Calgary to here?
Growing up, I had players like Maya Jones and Anderson Williams to look up to, and I knew that they went through the Whitecaps pathway as well, starting in Calgary and going to Vancouver. And I just knew that moving, it's a big sacrifice, leaving behind my family and my friends, but I think it's what I needed in my soccer career. And once I got here, I fit in with the girls. I just always was pushing myself the hardest. And then once I kind of got into the team, started scoring my goals, I just got in rhythm. And yeah, they've just became a really good team and family to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was instant success. I know when you joined last year, I was like, wow, it's like, where did she come from? You're just scoring goals with ease. How have you seen your growth, though, in this past, I guess, 14, 15 months?
Coming into the team, I was the youngest when I first came to Vancouver, and just getting to play with experienced players like the 06s and 05s, it's really challenged me and made me push myself like I wasn't in Calgary. So I think just being with them and being pushed a lot has definitely helped me grow. And then also having Katie, who also was with me in Calgary, just also making the trip out here with her. She really knows me as a player, and I just give a lot of credit to you for getting me to where I am.
I mean, you're not one of the young ones in the team anymore. You're one of the older ones.
Now I am, yes.
14-year-olds coming in and playing. But looking ahead, obviously you've still got schooling ahead and a couple of years of that. But knowing now that the rise is here, does it make you question, do I want to go pro? Do I want to go college? You've got a lot of things to think about.
It's so amazing that our country's getting professional soccer come this January. And I think just growing up thinking, oh, I want to play pro, it wasn't possible until I was 18 and had to move out of the country. But now this opportunity has presented itself. And I think it's just really opened the eyes to lots of young female soccer players. And for me, yeah, it's kind of like, it's once again a dream come true, playing professional soccer in my home country in front of my family, getting to see it all around Canada. It's just a really amazing opportunity, and I hope I'll be a part of it.
Just last thing from me. If you were talking to the Kaylee 5 years ago, could you ever have imagined you'd be playing against Christine Sinclair?
I've always thought about it, as I grew up, but this is an amazing experience. I can't wait to see what it's like tomorrow.
That's great. Thanks. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.